as the sons of wealthy parents. Jordan and Simon Gann of Methuen, Massachusetts, enjoyed a privileged upbringing, but instead of making an honest living themselves, they grew up to be career romance swindlers. Like many Cupid scammers, the twins used their charisma and good looks to convince their targets that they were rich and successful. They extracted money from their victims by pretending they had lost their cash or credit card, with the unsuspecting victims harboring no doubts that they would be reimbursed for covering an expense or floating a loan. This was apparently a lifelong pattern for the brothers, who reportedly began to steal during their childhoods and were eventually kicked out of their parents' house for taking their mother's jewelry. No longer welcome at their own family's home, Jordan and Simon began drifting across the United States, taking advantage of trusting women every step of the way. They lived under aliases and posed as rich doctors, while squeezing what money they could out of their victims. The brothers' crimes eventually began to catch up to them, especially after victims began connecting with one another and using the internet to warn others about the gangs' scheming ways. In 2008, Jordan was sentenced to 5 years in prison after being convicted of grand theft for robbing 2 women in Florida. 2 years later, in 2010, Simon was sentenced to 16 months behind bars for grand theft and witness tampering. The twins have been charged in other cases, but they seem to have fallen completely off the radar in recent years, leaving their current whereabouts and activities a mystery.